Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am going to be showing you guys my favourite 5 blushes and my favourite 5 highlighters of all time currently. So I basically came up with this idea because I am obsessed with blush. I'm obsessed with highlighter. They're like my favourite step of doing my makeup, and I thought I would just show you guys what my current favourites are, because it will change all of the time, because I am always buying new products. I'm always testing them non-stop. I have new products that I'm testing in a couple of days and they might become my favourites, but obviously I'll show you guys what I have right now. I have my cup of water with me because I'm feeling so thirsty today. I've been talking so much in my last video, which I did this look if you want to check it out. And yeah, got my really cute Disney mug that I got from Asda. I got this ages ago. But we're going to start on blushes first. So this is in no particular order, because some of these are going to be so obvious. If you follow me, if you've watched my videos, you know that these are quite prominent in my channel. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually a powder and kind of cream, not duo, but they're the same brand and kind of same products. So this is the Nyx Sweet Cheeks. Obviously they're blushes, so these are both I'm just going to count as one because I want to be a bit cheeky, but this is in the shade Baby Doll and this is the shade Citrine Rose. I actually tested this one out first. So this is obviously the matte powder. I absolutely love this, the way it is on my skin. I'll obviously do swatches of everything as well. So when it comes to blushes, I am very I like my blush to be seen. This is what is the theme running with me, and this is with Baby Doll as well. So this is a bit of a deeper tone, but I was kindly gifted this by Nyx, and I've always wanted to try it anyway, so you can see how different they are. But the fact is that they're the same kind of brand and the same kind of I can't remember collaboration that they done, I guess. But I just love the way that these kind of glow up my skin, and they're very affordable. I mean, this one is probably about £9, £9 for this one. If I was to choose one, I would probably go with the liquid one because you've got a bit more pigment to it. You can obviously blend it out really nicely with a sponge. I just really love this one, so I thought I would just mention these. The next one that I'm going to talk about is a more recent one that I've purchased, and this is the She Glam Colour Bloom liquid blush in the shade Devoted. This is £4.99, I think. I've mentioned this so much recently, oh my god, literally non-stop, just because I do love just the way that this kind of blends into my skin. It's very similar to the Sweet Cheeks one, but when you blend it in, it really kind of just works so nicely. And I mean, it is She Glam, so it's not going to be the most amazing product, but I honestly feel especially with the sponge applicator, you really pick up a lot of products, so you don't have to dip in a few times, and you can just dab it on and then blend out with your sponge. I always use sponges when it comes to blending out a liquid product because I feel it'll give me better coverage. But I just I'm so surprised at how good this is, because I had no hope when I first got this, and I know it's kind of gone viral and it's really popular, but I really think that this is a good contender for one of my favorites. So next we are talking about the most obvious blush I've ever used in my whole life, the one that I do not stop talking about. If you guys know me, you watch my videos, you know that this is my favorite blush from last year. I am sounding like a broken record. Honestly, I just cannot stop talking about Melt Cosmetics. They have become one of my favourite brands. I am waiting for their new palette to come on Beauty Bay. I've checking Beauty Bay every day, like I do anyway, for new Melt products, but they haven't got them on yet. But as soon as I tested this, it changed my makeup life. It changed the way that I use cream products. I never used to be a cream product kind of person, and then I tested this and it honestly changed me. I've recommended this to so many people. If they like it, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that this is going to be one of my favorites of all time. And even though I don't like I can't stop talking about it. I just haven't used it in a while, just because obviously when most of the time when I do wear makeup on my channel, I want to use a bit of variety, because I don't want to bore people with kind of like, here's the Melt Cosmetics one again, here's Melt again. But I honestly have enjoy this so much. It is a bit more pricier than I normally go for. I think it was like 18-19 pounds, maybe more than that. It could have been more than that, but I genuinely was like, I need to like use this again and again, because I just really enjoy it. And I know I've mentioned it so many times, but honestly, if you try this, if you have tried it, let me know what you think, because maybe I'm the only one who likes it, but I honestly, one of my favorites of all time. So next we're going on to another one of my most recent purchases, but honestly, when I used it, I felt glowy. And of course it's the Wet n Wild Hello Halo like blush duo. So this, you can basically, you can use this blush as a highlighter by itself, because it is so glowy. Let me show you guys, because it is, when I put this on, I didn't even bother with highlighter because it was so glowy, and you can just use it. And it was only £7, if that. And even though the highlighter, I'm not going to talk about it in my highlighter collection, I still feel like this is a great highlighter, and they work amazingly together. But when it comes to this blush, it's so pigmented, and it gives me that glow that I absolutely love when it comes to blushes. I know I have I have rosacea, so obviously my skin is very red, like always, like the blood vessels just don't obviously move in my skin, and I shouldn't be using that much blush, because I don't know. But blush is again one of my favorite steps in a makeup line, makeup step. I don't even know what I'm saying. But when I tried this recently, it honestly went on really, really well. It's affordable. I haven't tested out much Wet n Wild recently because, I don't know, they just haven't really been coming out with stuff that I enjoy. And when I tried this, because I bought it in a Boots, they had it for like 20% off or something. I was like, it's my time to try it. I absolutely love it. I really think it's great. This is in Highlight Bling. I highly recommend this. So the last blush that I am going to be recommending, or that's part of my current favorites, is again another one that I absolutely love. Be Perfect Scorched in the shade Helios. I love Be Perfect. I will be mentioning them again later, but I absolutely love this blush. I mentioned it again so many times before. The pigmentation is gorgeous. You get so much product in here. I think it is £10-12, and I really think it's worth it. It's absolutely stunning. It's not like shimmery or anything, but the way it kind of gives a bit of a glow to it, I absolutely love it. It's kind of like a light peach tone. I'm very all over the place when it comes to my blushes, because I feel like I always want to have a bit of variety when it comes to my looks, because if I go for just like one shade, I feel a little bit bored. But when I try out new blushes, I really want to just see where it takes me. And especially when it comes to like this brand, like Be Perfect, are always coming out with like insane shades, very, very beautiful pigmented blushes. The packaging is quite heavy, like it's not heavy, but it's thick unnecessarily. But when it comes to the actual use of the product, I absolutely love it. So that was all of my blushes. I just took a quick water break, that's why I paused. But those are my top 5 blushes. That's a bit of a weird variety, because you got kind of one high end, the rest are like middle, and then like very affordable. I honestly think these blushes are well worth the money, especially the Melt one. I'm gonna stop talking about it now, because now I'm going on to my highlighter. So this is like where we shine, literally, because for me highlighter has to be popping, or what's the point? I mean, I know a lot of people like very subtle highlighters, they just want something to kind of give them a small glow. I go all out. The highlighter that I'm using today I will be mentioning in a minute, but for me highlighter is all about getting those cheeks popping. So the first one I'm going to talk about is quite a recent purchase, but it is probably one of my favorite highlighters ever, and I'm so glad that I've discovered this. It's the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in the shade Ultimate Platinum Glaze, and I can't even talk about how good this is. I'll show you. this is just like me swatching, obviously just the tiniest amount, and this is insane. I absolutely love it. I think it's like £3.50, and I got it on Just My Look because I never really tried Catrice before, and I saw that they had it and I was like, you know what, I need to try it as much as I can. They're very affordable. I got this and it is honestly one of my favorite highlighters ever. It is so pigmented. It's not what I'm wearing yet, but I can't speak highly enough of this. They do have quite a few shades, so if you have a different skin tone than me, just have a look on their website, and it is so good. Next is probably the most affordable one out of my collection, because it's Essence. And Essence are very affordable. Everything they have is at least under like 20, not 20, but like not including the eyeshadow palette. So when it comes to like face and base products, most of the stuff is under £10. I think this is like £3 or £2.50. This is in the shade Mesmerizing, so number 1, Mesmerizing, and it honestly is mesmerizing because I just can't even fathom how beautiful this is. I know it's quite heavy for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people do not want to be that shimmery, but for me, again, for someone who likes to use lots of highlighter, likes to glow, likes to beam from space, this type of highlighter is what I'm about. These two are obviously very affordable, and they're still just as good as like any high-end highlighter in my opinion. Like, these I would consider like on a different level when it comes to like Ofra and other highlighter brands that are so good. These are like a very big fraction of the price and just as good. So let's go on to what I'm actually using today. And this is the Soph Revolution collaboration. So I mentioned in my last video that there was another palette that Soph came out with, which I believe is £8, like in her first collection. I haven't picked that up because a bit too many highlighters in like one palette for me, where this one you get 2 and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the shimmeriness, and I did blend both of them. This is in Sugar Frosting. There is another version, I believe like 1 or 2 more, maybe 1 more, and they're £8. So you're basically paying £4 each. And let me swatch them because obviously you need to see the swatching. When she came out with this, I was like, this is definitely like one of the first things I'm getting, because again, highlighter is life. And I just love the packaging as well. Is cardboard, so it's easy to recycle, if I can even talk. But this is gonna last me a while because I'm working really well. Like the S emblem have actually disappeared because I do use it quite frequently, and it is very good, especially for £8. I know Revolution are not always on the top of people's lists when it comes to like you know, the owner or other people allegedly, but when it comes to the makeup, I still think they're pretty good. So my last 2 highlighters, so when I mentioned Be Perfect earlier, obviously we have the highlighter. So this is the Polar Vortex. Don't want to hold it up too much because it's reflecting and you can see everything and you don't want to see that. So yeah, this is the highlighter in Frosted. I actually have not used this in ages, but it's honestly absolutely stunning. It is, oh, where are we going to swatch it? Like, I know it's a bit deep for me, but this is like a shimmery gold, and I could bathe myself in this because it's so gorgeous. Again, Be Perfect are fantastic for when it comes to like their base products. Actually, all the products that I've tried from them I absolutely love, and when I tried these highlighters, I'm like, these are insane. I think it's about £11–12, but it's worth it. I don't think I would run out of these anytime soon, especially at the rate that I'm using them, but I just feel like this is so damn good. And then the last highlighter again is a bit of a duo, so I'm not like cheating, but when I use these, I use them together. So this is the Doll Beauty like duo, and this is in Champagne Supernova. So I don't know if these are still available, because when I was buying these, they were kind of getting rid of them, or they were maybe changing the packaging. So maybe check I should have checked, but if you still want these, just double check. I have 2 versions of this. I think I have like Shine Bright Like a Diamond and then Champagne Supernova. So again, another duo that I love using. You've got like, this is more like a gold version, and I know I have so many of these type of highlighters, but again, I always need to try new like products and see what they're like, and this is definitely up there. I mean, this is not the most affordable, but you get 2. So again, you can use it by itself, you can use them together, it will still give you that amazing glow. I actually haven't tried anything new from Doll Beauty in a while, because they really haven't brought out anything that kind of speaks to me on like, oh, I really need to try that. But the stuff that I have tried, especially this, amazing. I think the blush is nice, but I think it's gone a bit old because it smells a bit funny, so I might have to throw that away and not use it, because it will probably make my skin even more irritated. Not had any issues with this so far, touch wood. So yeah, those are my top 5 blushes and highlighters. Let me know if you have any of these. Are any of these your favorite? Do you dislike any of them? I understand. I know what, you know, let me know what kind of highlighters you like, because if you like subtle liquid highlighters, you know, there's so many different varieties out there for everyone. There's no shortage. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. If you want me to do like my top 5 favorite palettes or top 5 favorite foundations or anything like that, let me know, because I will definitely do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.